Hi guys, it's Jessica here, here for another video today. I'm going to do the holiday BJD tag, and I think I just saw the video that Gina had made, Gina Izardi, and I believe the originator was Samuel Ellis. So I'll make links below and I'll list the questions. Before I get to the questions though, I wanted to show you this girl. I forgot to show her you in my update video that I just did. This is Lady. She is my Lily Cat Cerise Doll's sleeping ombre head, and she has been packed away for the last 2 months and I was really missing her. I put her body up for sale because it didn't suit her, so that I could get her something different. And currently she has on order a Bunny 9 body. So 9-9 style, they have a line of dolls, and Bunny 9 are these like really short MSD, not really Yoast. They're 35 centimeters, so pretty short. But I ordered one of those bodies because I wanted her to be shorter than her boyfriend Lark, and her soul doll body, she was really tall, like it's like 45 centimeters. They're really tall bodies. But I was really missing her, so, and who knows when her Bunny 9 body is going to make it. I mean, I don't think that that's going to be back before the end of the year. I'm anticipating 3 or 4 months. But I don't really know. I mean, I haven't heard anything about how long it takes, but they haven't sent me anything message-wise. And I sent them a message asking them a question about adding an item of clothing to my order, and they never emailed me back. So it's kind of how it is in the doll hobby, isn't it? Just give people our money, lots of money, and they don't say anything to us for 4 months. We should be used to that. But anyway, so here's Lady, and I pieced together some things for her. So she is on the upper part of this body is, this is the human parts from my soul doll Ahiel Centaur, which is really beautiful. It's all blushed. This is the big bust piece, so it's pretty big. It's not a great fit. You see the other soul doll body, it's the one that I had for her was the double jointed one, and this is, I think, considered, I think they call this the NL, but the neck on that one was a little bit smaller, and so it was a bit of a better fit, but her wig kind of covers that, but her neck kind of like, there's no in-between, it flops aside, but maybe, you know, if I did something with that. But anyways, this is temporary. So I didn't have human part. I bought the leg part. I bought a soul doll, a kid girl soul doll body off of Den of Angels several months ago, and took the Ahiel Centaur head off of my Centaur and put it on this body. And then a little while later, I put my Centaur up for sale, so I took the human parts off of it, and it's been sitting like up on the shelf. I'd even like totally forgotten that I had done that, because that Centaur has been packed away, so that she can be sold, and she's on layaway right now, the Centaur body. Somebody's making layaway payments on her. But I was rearranging some things on my Blythe shelf, which is up here, and I had this body up here, and so I was like, what can I do? Like, I remembered some parts of a Lutz body, an old Lutz body that I had ordered, which I had totally forgotten about as well. And so I did some hybriding. And it's not perfect. It's very far from perfect. These boots don't help. They kind of make the legs look even shorter, I think. But the legs are not quite long enough for the body, but for her to be sitting, she's just sitting next to Lark on the table. She looks fine. She looks fine. So, and that made me happy. But I'll show you what I did. I think I might take her headband off because I'm gonna have to tip her upside down and probably her whole wig and everything will fall off. So I'll just take it off. Sorry, honey. So I'll show you what I did. It's really bad. These legs did not fit at all. So I'll show you her business. Okay, so these are the Lutz legs and on the soul doll body, and I hot glued in felt on the top of the thigh and in the hip joint itself, so on the ball and the socket, 2 layers, and it's actually not bad. Like, she sits real stably, because that was like my major purpose, was I want her to be able to sit up on the bench, you know, sit up on the table and not fall over, and she can do that perfectly. And let's see if I can get her to do it. She can stand too. So these are the Lutz legs. You can see they just do not fit at all. Well, she's wearing these heels. Let's take these heels off. I promise I'll get to the holiday, the holiday tag. You weren't in a hurry, were you? You think my videos are fast? They're not. Okay, let's see if I can get her to do it. You can see how the splayed stance. Okay, let's see. Ta-da! So there she is. But I can't wait for her Bunny 9 body to get in. I hope that this outfit, this Rauken corset, which is coming down here, which is one of the most gorgeous things I've ever seen. I hope this corset will fit the body. I really hope it does, because I really like it for her character. And I made this skirt. I made this skirt before I got my Pfaff sewing machine. So I know I could do a lot better now, because it was so difficult. This was sheer fabric that I was working with in this fabric here. So, but I'm still pretty happy with it and how it turned out. So while I wait for her body to come in, she has, for her official body, she has this for now, and it made me very happy because I had missed her. She's such a pretty doll. She's so pretty. And I love having my little couples. It just makes me so happy when my dolls are like in cute little couples. Like, I'm sorry, it's adorable to me. It makes me happy. Okay, so let me set her next to Lark here. So the holiday BJD tag. I guess Richard Ellis just made this tag, and I haven't even got to watch his video yet, which I should. I wasn't aware of his channel. I love learning about new people. Okay. There, aren't they adorable? They're so cute. I love them. Okay. You gonna stay there? So she does sit pretty good, but this is a little wonky thing that I stacked up my journals here so they can sit. You gonna stay there? Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Number 1. I had to get a doll to hold. So I thought I'd get Amelia. Because she is the most beautiful doll. Like, let me turn down my Christmas music. Is that not too bad? Okay. She's the most beautiful doll. Like, she's so pretty. For days, I was afraid to even touch her. She was so beautiful. I was just in awe. So, she just makes my heart so happy. I freaking love her. But, okay, let me move on to the tag. Again, so this was, I think this was just posted today. Yeah. Yesterday. Okay. So, Holiday BJD Tag by Richard Ellis, #1. And I'm sorry, I'll be looking off screen here to look at the text. Have you ever tried to draw, paint, or attach facial hair on a doll? Yes. I should have grabbed Gahern. I painted, well, it was mostly colored pencil. Tried to do, I guess I didn't do facial hair. Okay, I won't go get him. Because I don't like it very much anyways. It's not facial hair, it's his hair, his head. I want to do facial hair. I would love him to have facial hair, a little goatee, and like some mutton chops or a little scruff. I'd love to do that. I just haven't been brave enough. And I have seen dogs. You okay, Lola? She's got like this horde. She's got like 4 dog toys that she is trying to chew on all at once. So I don't feel sorry for her for choking. Okay, this video is gonna be so long. Okay, yeah, draw, paint, or attach facial hair on your doll. I've seen some really cringe-worthy attempts at this, and I've seen some really amazing results from this. I really enjoy what I think turns out the best, is a combination of blushing and drawing hair with a little bit of real hairs. So I know it's something that eventually I would like to try to do, especially with Gahern, because I think it's going to be the only way that I'm going to be like really satisfied with his head hair and facial hairs if I do something along those lines. So it's for him to have the look that I want him to have. So so far all I did was do it with, and I just drew hair like how I would draw, like if I was drawing. I mean, I drew the different strands with different highlights in it and drew hair like I would if I was painting hair. So it's not terrible. It's okay. I'd like to try again, basically. But okay, moving on. #2, wrapping paper. Has anyone ever given you a gift for your dolls? Yes. I've gotten, almost too many to count the number of gifts that people have given me. And I'm not just talking about little things too. Definitely lots of little things, and not that like that doesn't count, but some really, really amazing gifts. My friend Miss Mantis BJD, she has made so many beautiful things, like sewn. I have a bunch of corsets for my twiggling dolls that she made. I've had people make me little things, gifted me little things, pieces of clothing, entire outfits, shoes. Christine in my Dolly group, her YouTube channel is, it's Scarl. I think I always want to said her username wrong. I think she pronounces it Scarl. It's really hard for me not to revert to Scarily because I'd never heard it spoken aloud, so that's how I pronounced it for months before I heard her like say it. But it's Scarl. But she has a YouTube channel, and she gifted me some boots in an effort to, we were still trying to find shoes for my big guy, and we were really hoping that they were gonna fit. But they're wonderful and they fit Lear, and I really appreciate. I've gotten so many. Grievous Girl, she sent me like all these wigs and a cute little like that little doll, that little Halloween doll. Tiffany BJD Crafts has sent me this amazing gift package, just sent it to me, and I'm just like, they're wonderful people in the dolly hobby, and it's almost overwhelming in a lot of ways, like the amount of like, just like it's hard for me to like I want to pay everybody back. Like I want them to make them as happy as they have made me, and like how special it made me feel to get those things. So, but pay it forward, all of that stuff too. The dolly hobby is a really, really great hobby. I know a lot of people will talk about the bad aspects of it, and there's that. I mean, any sort of social group, but you know what? Choose your friends, choose who you interact with, and the vast majority of people that I have, that I interacted with and that I meet, it's a great hobby. So anybody who is intimidated by maybe some of the negative things on Tumblr, please don't be discouraged by those things, because there's just a lot of really, really great people in this hobby. Really kind, generous, great people. So, let's see, where are we for time? Not doing too bad. Okay, number 3, Christmas cookies. Do you have any food props for your dolls? Food props. I don't know if I have any food props. I had this little like waffle. It was a waffle cone with ice cream or something in it that Neela had for a while, and I don't know what happened to that. I put it away, but I don't think I have any food props. I have dishes. I have various like dishes, but no actual food. My poor dolls, they're all starving. I've never really thought about that, about making food props, or making them or getting them. So, but no, I don't have. My poor dollies, they're starving. What's going on with your headband, Amelia? There, how does that look? Okay, number 4, Hanukkah chocolate coins. Some BJD companies include treats in packages. Have you gotten anything sweet? Oh man, there's so much candy in my life, and people have sent me, you know, they've sent me as gifts. They've sent, if I buy something, a lot of Etsy shop owners have done it. A lot of times I will just buy stuff like off of Facebook or Instagram, and they'll send little treats along with it, or that's back to the gifts. Just people are so kind, but lots and lots of candy. I've noticed that a lot with both of my artist dolls from Spain. Well, my Mishi's doll, I've had several from Spain, right? Wait, I'm getting confused. My Morpheo head, I think, came from Spain, and my Mishi's all from Spain. Twiggling and Merry Go Round, they didn't. I don't think they sent candy. No, but yeah. So lots of. I think Dollpam had candy when I ordered like from the company. I'm trying to think on my other company buys where they sent candy. I can't remember, but a lot of them do. It seems very common. So lots of candy. Again, the dolly hobby is great. Number 5, Dreidel, I made it out of clay. Have you ever tried to sculpt your own BJD or a prop for your BJD? Yes, I have. I've not tried to make a BJD. Let me set you down here, Amelia. I'm gonna push you back a little bit so that I don't knock you with my chair. I saw in my last video that I had almost taken Lark out with my chair. I didn't even know I did that. So this was a prop that I made about a year ago, I guess. And this is my little deer that I made, and she's meant to lay down. My husband knocked her off of the shelf like last week, and the back of her back tines got broken off, and I have the pieces, I just haven't, he's a big bull, and if he comes in here, I'm like, please don't bump anything. Between my husband and the bulldogs, I keep things very secured, but she was just in a bad position and she got knocked off. But because I like how she looks like hanging off of stuff, so I'll kind of like hang her head off or her leg off a little bit because I think it looks cute. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. So anyways, I made this, she was going to be like a headdress. I wanted like they could wear it on their head or like as a cloak, and this was going to be like a pelt. But the head, once I'd finished the head, especially with the giant antlers, it was way too big, and I decided just to make her into a little plushie, basically. So she's got sculpted legs and feet and a plush body. And then her head, and she does have, like, I put some cardboard in her head here so that she wasn't quite so floppy, but a little bit. And I think she turned out really pretty. This was like one of my second big attempts at actually sculpting something. I've never really done any sculpting or anything. My first big like attempt at really sculpting something was this gal, and I did her. I did this. This has been probably quite a while now, almost a couple years ago that I made this gal, and I'm holding her head because it's actually not. It's not attached, and that's an engineering thing that I never was able to. I just kind of gave up on her because there was a lot of engineering issues, but she has her head, which I wanted it to be mobile, and probably what I should have done, I mean, there's things that I should have done ahead of time to make that work, so it's kind of just propped on here. But, you know, I wanted her to be able to turn and move her head around. This part is, I engineered her based on, like the old porcelain dolls, the way that they're, this part just sits on top of a cloth body, so she has a jointed cloth body, and these are her, God, can you hear Lola? Her little deer hoof feet, and let's see. She's wearing this dress, and I'd always intended to make her a dress, and I never did. I could probably do it now. At the time, my sewing skills were, this was a dress that I got as a gift with some doll. Okay, I'm going to show you her legs. And I made her with the idea that I wanted her to stand. So these are her hooves with this sort of thing so that she could stand. She can't stand at all. She's way too floppy. But she's really good at sitting. She's super cute at sitting, actually. And she has these really slouchy type of positions, and so she's really cute. Yeah, she's not exactly finished in any way. There's a lot of parts of her that are really rough, and I probably never will finish her. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something to hook her little head on here. But her hair isn't attached either. If you saw a little piece fall off. So, like I said, she never got finished. But she was my first real, like, attempt at sculpting anything at all. Let me set her down here. And now. And I liked sculpting. There's just been so many interests that I have that I haven't done a lot more. But I really enjoy it. It's just I really enjoy drawing and all that kind of stuff. Any sort of art related thing. It's just time. So sewing takes up a lot of my artistic energy at the moment. And then this is the other thing that I have made horns for my other dolls as well, but this was a pair of horns that I had sculpted, which turned out pretty good for Alondria, and I attached them to this flower crown that I had made for her. So Those are all some things that I've sculpted. I can't think of anything else right now. There's probably some other things that I'm forgetting. Let's see, I'll move on because this is forever. Sure. Okay. Okay, number 6. A Festivus for the rest of us. Festivus is a holiday from the show Seinfeld. It is about resisting the commercialism of the holidays. Is there a doll you're trying to resist purchasing at the moment? First of all, bonus points for Seinfeld reference. Like, that is... Seinfeld is and was, like, the cool, quintessential... I still quote those shows. Like, those were amazing programs. Those were amazing. There hasn't been anything since then that's as cool as that. So yes, Festivus for the rest of us. Is there a doll you're trying to resist purchasing at the moment? There's always resisting buying dolls. So I would say that there probably isn't, like, there's not a doll, like, that's on the market right now, you know, or that's been released where I'm like, ooh, I gotta have that. I gotta have it. It's the secondhand market. It's the secondhand market that I look at and I see things that I like and that are a good price, and that's where I get in trouble. But, you know, something will come up and I'm like, oh, I've always really liked that. I want to get it. But there isn't actually a doll where I can't think of anything that I'm hardcore have to have. And that I'm going, you know, that I have plans. You know, I have some bodies that I want to get, that I'll get next year, and so it's not a matter of like resisting those. I'm like, that's next year, that's a plan. But I'm always censoring myself to not buy things off the secondhand market. Number 7, Kwanzaa Candles. Kwanzaa is about reconnecting with African culture. What cultures have you studied for developing your BJD characters? And lots. I've studied lots of cultures and how they are in modern days, but I've always had a really strong interest in like anthropology and archaeology. I took a lot of courses, I've read a lot of books, so those things are really, really interesting to me. My current dolly crew is really, really heavy based on fairies. So there's, of course, right there, there's a lot of Celtic, Germanic type mythology that goes on in there. I really, really extensively studied a lot of Indian cultures a couple years back, and so Neela actually she was born literally, she was born during that time, and there was a lot of aspects that were based on Indian culture that were imbued in her. But I'm interested in indigenous peoples. I'm interested in indigenous cultures, to indigenous Native American cultures, and indigenous peoples in other parts of the world. And it's their culture, it's how they cope with their environment. All those things are really, really interesting to me. I'm looking at my dolls. I have Maria, who is a Day of the Dead, a Mexican holiday that was based on a lot of Mayan type of traditions, and mixed with Catholicism. So and I'd always been interested in that holiday and had read about a lot about it, enjoyed a lot of the art form. So she's my character that I got to express that. Looking at my dolls. can't think of anything specific right now, but yeah, I find that really inspiring. I'll read or see something that's a little bit interesting to me and I'll dive deeper. A lot of times that will inspire a character. So I think that stuff is really, really interesting. So sorry for Lola snoring. I forgot to make a disclaimer. I think I did in my last video. Lola's now under this table, and she was noisily chewing on a pile of bones, and now she's snoring. So, sorry. Last question, number 8. New Year's resolutions. Uh-oh. Already in trouble. What do you hope to achieve in the BJD hobby this coming year? Okay. What I would like to happen in this next year is I really would like to slow down on purchases of dolls. I would like to have more money available for buying things for my dolls. So clothes. I mean, I do like sewing for my dolls, and I like creating outfits for them and stuff too. But I like buying things too. I like buying clothes. I like buying things that other people have made. I like buying company clothes, shoes. Like, I do want to eventually try to make some shoes, but they're not going to be anything like what you can get. So I would like to like slow down on the actual doll purchases and have more funds available for buying them things, for investing in more wigs. Eyes, I really love Mako eyes and doll bakery eyes, and shoes, clothes, so all those sorts of fun things. I do like props and things too, but yeah. And then the other thing I would like to focus on is getting bodies for all of the floating heads. And instead of buying more heads, with no promises there. If a head comes up that I really want, then I probably won't be able to resist. So I'm not trying to find bodies for each and every floating head I have. There's some that are way lower on the list, and someday they might get a body, but I'm not like really trying hard. It's okay if they remain a floating head for a long time. It's okay. I like them, and I'm glad I have them. But yeah. Resolutions, BJD. So yeah, I would like to, and I think this is something I've said every year, is I would like to spend more time making things for my dolls and working on the dolls that I have, which I think I have. It's not that I think I haven't done those things. I would like to continue to push myself to do more face-up work. I've done a lot more face-up work this year than ever I had before in the hobby, and it was a really good thing. And I think that a lot of my, like, getting more confidence, the Blythes really helped with that. The Blythe dolls really helped with getting more comfortable with the materials in a less threatening way. Plus, just really big. They're really big, so you have a much bigger canvas to work on, so you can kind of get a better feel without working so micro. And then I think it's easier to kind of take it down to a smaller level once you get a little better feeling for it. So I hope to just continue to build more skills with my sewing, and would like to experiment more with making eyes again. There's just so many things I like to do. Yep. Alrighty. I gotta tag people. My mind is completely blank. If you want to do this tag, then please do. I tag you. Because my brain just went bloop. But anyways, so I hope you all are having a good day, and happy holidays. December is the month of many different celebrations, and I hope that you are all having a really great day. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.